Hey guys, in this video I'm going to explain about Amazon SES. Basically, it is a bulk emailing system which is provided by Amazon. Although it's a bulk emailing system, but it has got certain limits also. So we need to send emails under those limits only. So what happens generally is when you send out mass mailing, your domain got blocked. So some of the vendors provide this service. For example, one very famous vendor is auth-SMTP. Auth-SMTP also provides similar services. If you want to send multiple emails, or you can send bulk emails, most of the times even I used to take services of auth-SMTP. I configured it for number of my clients as well. But since you are using AWS as your infrastructure vendor, we are going to avail services provided by AWS only. So for bulk emailing, Amazon provides a service which is called SES, Simple Emailing System. Now as you can see, this is the dashboard of SES. And as a free tier user, there are some limits. Send 200 limits per 24 hours, 1 email per second. And we also got 15 GB of quota in free tier. If we exceed quota of 50 GB in free tier, then they are going to charge us. So by default, you run your services in a sandbox. It means you can configure it, you can test it, and once you are comfortable with everything and you ensure that everything is working, then you can request for your production access and start sending out the emails in the production environment. Here, as you can see on your left side, we have got SMTP settings. Now if you are going to use your application or your email client to send emails using Amazon SES, then we have certain properties to configure. There's a SMTP server. This property will never change. If you are using plain mechanism, then you can use 25 port. If you are using SSL or TLS mechanism, then you can use 465 or 587 ports as your SFTP ports. So by default, it supports your TLS protocol, so you can use 465 with TLS, and you also need your SMTP credentials. Now how can I get my SMTP credentials? As we have discussed previously, there is a service called Identity and Access Management. So we generate our credentials under that service. When we click on this button, it actually takes us to the Identity and Access Management console, and it automatically creates a user for us. Once this user will be created, you can see the username and password. So this is the username and password that we are going to use as SMTP username and SMTP password respectively. You can download these credentials. Let's download it on your system and close this window. So once your SMTP user has been created, it's time to verify your addresses. Now you can either verify a single address or you can verify entire domain, your sender's domain. So since I have one email address already verified, let me try to delete it and verify it once again. So you get one email alert. Log into your email account. You got one email alert. Click on this link and your email will be verified. You will get this message. Click on refresh. As you can see, your email ID has been verified. So you can also verify entire domain. Let's verify new domain, and this is my domain, export.com. And verify this domain. So what we have to do is we need to go to the domain registrar, log in there and create a new txt record with this particular value. Now let's go to my registrar and log in there and see what happens. Let's create a new txt record as per Amazon's instructions. Quick add, copy this whole thing, right, remove this dash. So if your registrar needs this dash in front of the record, you can do so, otherwise remove this dash. Copy the value and save your zone file. So once you have your txt record entered, your entire domain will be verified. So as you can see now, your domain has been verified. So all the email IDs which belong to this domain will be sent automatically. So all these are verified now. You can either choose for one email ID or you can verify entire domain. That's up to you. Now how we can test it? There's one more thing, suppression list removal. So what happens generally, if the receiver email is being bounced again and again, Amazon maintains a list and adds that email ID into that list, which is called a suppression list. If you think that your email ID has been added into suppression list and that is a valid email ID, you can provide that email ID here and type characters and submit. So then that email ID will be removed from the suppression list. Now how to send the email? Log into the server. Here I have created a simple file, PHP file. What it does is, let's say I want to send it to admin. So I have to provide these details: SMTP, hostname, username, password, all that stuff. So before I do so, let me so this is my credential file. I copy the SMTP username and I paste it here. And then I copy my SMTP password and paste it here. So once you have all these details, you can simply execute this file. Message successfully sent. And if you can see here, I already sent one email earlier. So after a couple of minutes, this number will be increased. From 1, it will be raised to 2. This is how you can use Amazon SES in your scripts, in your applications, and send out the bulk emailing system. And I have also shown you how you can verify single email address or entire domain. So once you're ready, you can request production access. So that was all about Amazon SES. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. Thanks for watching and stay tuned for more videos.